And here is our tale of the tape. This from the featherweight division, a couple of youngsters, 23-year-old Raymond Ford, who, let's be honest, many felt was gifted his last win in a decision. He wants to prove the naysayers wrong as he squares off against Richard Medina, who's from San Antonio and is full of confidence. 10 rounds. Medina admitting this was a huge step up for him, but one he did not hesitate to take.
Watch your feet, gentlemen.
Just like Bam Rodriguez, who stepped in on a few days' notice to beat Carlos Cuadras, become a world champion. Medina knows this is his huge opportunity.
Big opportunity right now. He's coming up short with the speed factor, but I like the punches that he's throwing, the counter shots that he's trying to land on Ford right now. Trying to come over the fast jabs of the Savage.
You know, talking to Raymond Ford this week about the adjustments that he made after that last fight. He said he's going to learn not to stay on the ropes quite so long. And to that point, he says whenever he finds himself on the ropes moving forward, he's counting to 3. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. And if he gets to 3, he says, I'm getting out of there. So watch for that if Medina puts pressure on him tonight.
I was born in Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
It's great, Todd.
And you can see the fast hands, that fast jab of Ford. What I like about Medina is he's a thinking fighter. He's looking to time you. I mean, he has, like I said, he has good fundamentals, good combination puncher, and if he gets on the inside, he can dig nicely to the body as well.
Medina, plenty of amateur experience, said he was 113 as an amateur and won 5 national titles. So he claims to be very prepared for this despite only being 21.
Yeah, but Ford was a national champion as well, winning a lot of tournaments on the big stage. And you can see that he's adjusting well to the pro style. You know, he's not just all speed anymore. He knows how to put pop behind those punches as well. Just like that.
That right hand scores right on the ear, gets Medina off balance. Those are some trunks that Raymond Ford's wearing.
Oh, he's always styling.
Nice right hand from Medina.
Yeah, that came up short right there. That would have been bad news for Ford.
And yes, Raymond Ford told us he is starting an OnlyFans page, but no nudity. No nudity on Raymond Ford's OnlyFans page. And Ray Ford, much more relaxed this week. He said he didn't want to make excuses for his last performance, but said I was distracted, had a lot going on. Now I'm very relaxed. I'm more centered, and so far he looks that way.
Yeah, you can tell he's more eager to please. He's more eager to land something big. You know, he's not content with just outspeeding out boxing guys now. He wants to hurt opponents.
And Ford spent some time during this training camp working with Shakur Stevenson, spending some time picking the brain of Shakur Stevenson as Stevenson was preparing for his own fight. So that's a pretty good guy to be learning from as you're trying to build your own way.
That's a great mentor to have and learning from, because Stevenson is not only a unified champion, a southpaw as well. So he's learning from one of the best fighters in the world.
The best piece of advice he said Shakur gave him was, don't get lazy and stay busy. Even if you're taking a round off, you can still win the round.
That's good advice, because look, for younger fighters, they think cruising is enough. If they win a minute of the round and cruising another 30 seconds, no, you can keep jabbing, you can keep feigning, you can keep angling.
There's some success from Medina. And it looks like he's trying to get rough with Ray. There's a nice little quick left hook.
Well, that's what he's got to do, Todd. He's got to rough it up, push Raymond Ford back against the ropes. This is too much of a boxing match for Medina to win. There's too much of a speed disadvantage for him in this fight.
And that's what I said before the fight started. How is he going to adjust to the speed? Speed kills, speed intimidates, and that's one thing Raymond Ford has.
Oh, nice counter left from Raymond Ford, who is doing everything right.
See, I like that body shot, but it wasn't enough right there. You're inside. Bang away at the arms of Ford. Bang away at the ribs, the elbows. Touch anything Ford gives you.
Little short shots on the inside from Medina.
Yeah, I like those little short shots. And right now, if Medina is allowed to, stay in the chest of Ford, that's what he should do. Use his head to keep Ford from breaking the distance.
This is the first time that I think Ray Ford is having fun in there. He's smiling. He looks so relaxed. I think he's enjoying this. and doesn't feel the pressure that he has in the past.
That's called experience, but I've seen him look relaxed. But normally he's just comfortable pot shotting. Right now he's trying to hurt Medina. These are hard shots, even the jabs. He's turning them knuckles.
Are we getting to a point now, Sergio, where you say to Ray Ford, you know what? Let's get this guy out of here.
He just went for a home run right hook right there that I think rocked and shook Medina. I want to see a lot more body shots and hooks from Ford. He already peppered him up with the straight shots coming around the side of the guard now. Yeah, Ford's too disciplined to get out of character. I mean, he's dominating. He's winning every round. He's busting up Medina. I don't see him going for the knockout, but I can see him getting dropping Medina coming in.
It's kind of the same thing, yeah? You just think he's going to get up. Medina has no choice but to come in.
Yeah, anytime you start coming in recklessly and the fight is getting away from you, that's when you make mistakes. I can see Ford catching him coming in.
Keep in mind, Medina is only 21 years old, so plenty of time to learn from this experience.
Sergio, how much do you learn about Raymond Ford in a fight like this? He absolutely needed to shake off the memory of his last fight, which was a lackluster performance. But I'm still curious how Raymond Ford's going to look against a 126-pounder with a little bit more power and a little bit more of an ability to close these gaps and push Raymond Ford back.
I believe that's going to bring out even a more dangerous side of Ford. I think that's exactly what he needs.
I think he could be right. I just think that's still the unknown with Raymond.
Look, man, they call him the Savage, even though he fights more like a savant. I think a power puncher and someone that brings enough speed to the table is going to bring the Savage out of Raymond Ford.
You know, a lesson Medina can take away from this fight, and a lesson all fighters can take away when you're fighting a mover like Raymond Ford. It's something, frankly, that Ronnie Rios needs to take into account going into his fight against MJ Akhmadaliev. To slow down a mover, Sergio, you've got to work the body. You've got to hit him in that midsection to take some of that mobility away.
Absolutely. I mean, you're not going to be able to touch the upper body or the head of someone so fast like Ford, but you can touch the elbows, you can touch the ribs, you can touch the hips. You got to hit anything you can to try to stop the mobility.
So Ray Ford dances, smiles, and shines his way to a very impressive victory here in the Lone Star State.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of action here in San Antonio, we go to the judges' score totals. Tim Cheatham and Steve Morrow, 100-90. Ruben Carrion, 99-91. All three for your winner by unanimous decision. And now, the WBA Continental and IBF North American Featherweight Champion, Raymond Savage.